Hello duelists, welcome back to the channel. I'm Full Metal Digimon, the world's most okayest Yu-Gi-Oh player, and today we're going to dive into the mystifying worlds of Mannadium, a deck type that's been laying in wait for its final support and a duelist powerful enough to wield it. Despite its intriguing mechanics and unique playstyle, Mannadium has been getting the recognition that it truly deserves in the competitive scene. Many players are missing out on the intricacies that truly make this deck shine. But fear not. In this video, we'll set the record straight and show you the correct way to pilot Mannadium to victory. But before we dive into the gameplay, let's address the common misconceptions and mistakes that have been holding Mannadium back in tournaments. Mannadium is an archetype that seems to revolve around synchro summoning, able to produce up to 3 level 10 synchros in a single turn. While this is extremely cool, there's really only one great synchro 10 in the game, being Baronne de Fleur herself. The lack of any locks in this deck, though, means you can go into a number of different lines to end on the incredible and versatile boards that we'll create today. But first, let's jump into the bread and butter combo. Alright, welcome in. The bread and butter combo that we're going to go over today is the Mannadium Room Heart with a Wanted Seeker, or it could work with the Bella Star too. So, first thing we're going to do is go ahead and Seeker. You want to do this in the draw phase to play around Duel and Lockbird, but the full combo is going to be from Room Heart. So pretend we only have these two cards. Alright, so Room Heart will activate on summon to search for one of the balls. You can go ahead and special summon that ball and synchro into your Trisukta. Trisukta on summon will summon a level 2 tuner from the grave. Reborn the Meek in this case, and synchro into a Vysauce Amortira. Beautiful. Amortira is going to search for your field spell, so we're going to grab Calarium. If you start with Calarium, you can instead grab Perlarino, and this will be the same exact combo. So we grab Calarium, don't activate it yet, that would be a mistake. We're going to link off into our Scareclaw Lightheart. Lightheart on summon is going to search for our Rakephobia field spell. Okay, we're going to go ahead and activate the Rakephobia field spell. Add the designated card, we will, grabbing our Scareclaw Rakeheart. Rakeheart will special summon himself to search for a Scareclaw Arrival. And here's where we activate the peaceful planet Calarium. Now this is where things get really nutty. So we're going to add a Vsauce to our hand. We activate the Vsauce, popping the Lightheart to summon onto the field, and then activate the Lightheart to resummon himself onto the field. And now we go into our Baronne de Fleur. Beautiful, beautiful. I like to summon it over here on the far left. And then you can use Arrival to then reborn any of these two from the grave. We're going to do, oh, whoa, almost negated our own card. Resummon the Vsauce. That gives you 2 monsters on the field. That's what you want. You want the level 10, and then you want 2 monsters on the field to go into your cross sheet. So what I'm going to do is have it point to Baronne de Fleur over here. And then we're going to summon a Vicious Astrolabe underneath of it. Make sure to do Room Heart and your Vsauce, so that way you can still use Arrival later in the duel. Summon Astrolabe under here. This will activate your sheep to then reborn from the graveyard. Reborn the Meek. And then you can link the Meek and the Cross Sheep into a Sprite Elf. And I like to point that at the Baronne de Fleur as well. Elf can then reborn the Mannadium Meek. And Meek and Astrolabe are going to go into an IP Masquerena. Hey, Masquerena. Hey. Now we're going to summon our Bella Star by sending 1 card from our hand to the graveyard. Doesn't matter what it is, so we'll send the Seeker. Summon Bella Star. Bella Star is going to search for our original Sinful Spoils. Right here. Boom, boom. The Spoils is going to send the field spell to then summon a Jet Synchron from the deck. And we can synchro those into a Borreload Savage Dragon. Oh man, this is a crazy scary setup, okay? So we have Omni Negate here. On our opponent's turn, we re-summon and link off into an 3-material Appaloosa. And then we have the Omni Negate on the Baron the Floor. The Baron the Floor also, once you've used the Omni Negate, you can then re-summon the Duel Star or any of your Mannadium monsters or one of your synchros, and then put it back in the extra deck and summon it again. But yeah, that's your bread and butter combo. Let's jump into maybe a few replays. All right, I've got 4 killer replays for you today. First replay, all right, going to be up against Kashtira Snake Eyes. We open the nuts, Roomheart, Rakeheart, Meek, Starfrost, all in hand already. So our opponent is going to normal summon the Ash, add the Poplar, summon it to the field. He's going to add the field spell to the hand. Alright, the field spell is going to set up a Flamberge in the back row, link Karibo to get the Poplar in the back row. Now the Ash can send 2 to summon a Oak Reborn from the grave, send 2, summon a Flamberge from the hand into an IP Masquerena, trigger the Flamberge, summon 2, link those into a Promethean Princess, who is indestructible at the moment, special summon a Flamberge from the grave, grab the IP, put it in the back row, make a Sunlight Wolf, and he messed up. You're supposed to summon it under the Sunlight Wolf to trigger to add back to your hand, but it's fine. He goes into a Decode Talker Heat Soul to draw 2. He draws 1, ends his turn, and passes it over. So what does he actually have for disruptions? On summon, he can Divine Temple, and I believe that would target a monster on the field, continue, yup, and that will summon the Flamberge, which will then summon the IP Masquerena, which will then link off into some crazy stuff, and you have the Promethean Princess here in the graveyard. So let's see what we do to dismantle this field, which you know we're going to do. In the draw phase, we Duel Star, or we wanted, search for Duel Star. We triple tactics talents while they max see us. We grab the Feather Duster. We can Feather Duster, wipe out all of his back row. Flamberge is going to trigger, summon Poplar and Ash from the grave to search and search. And we're going to normal summon Meek, activate Roomheart to pop and summon. And that's going to trigger the Promethean to pop 2 cards on the field. Summon the Meek, grab the Obsidian. You got the Poplar activating to put the Flamberge back in the back row. We're going to Duel Star, sending the Obsidian to the grave to summon. And we're going to soak up that effect Veiler there, which will let us pop and summon our Vysos Starfrost. And we're going to link that up into a Lightheart. Lightheart, grab the Rakephobia, grab another Vysos. We Rakeheart onto the field, search for Arrival. Pop the back row. Arrival, summon the Vysos. And if you remember, this is what we need. 2 monsters to make the sheep, 2 monsters to make Baron. Baron the floor. Activate, cross sheep, summon. Banish, summon the Astral Loud. Cross sheep's gonna summon a monster from grave. We're gonna pop the, what is that called? Pop the Decode Talker. Summon the Meek. Here we're activating Obsidian, summon Starfrost from the hand. He's gonna affect Veiler. And we're actually headed right to the battle phase, but you know where the combo goes from here. We're going to swing in, swing in, swing in. And with the Vsauce, it is lethal. Alright, let's jump into the next duel. Alright, we're jumping into the next duel. We got Branded Despia opening with the kit. Grab the Branded Fusion. He's going to Branded Fusion, sending the Lubellion and the Albaz into the Albion. Pretty standard branded lines. But then he's going to banish the Kit and Albaz to summon a Rindbrum. Very interesting. You don't normally see that. And then he summons the Bestial Lubellion by tributing the Albion, setting up a Branded Lost, setting up 2 back rows, and then he has the Albion setting up the Branded Banishment to fuse with our field. Pretty good little setup here. So I think we have everything we need to take this guy out. So we're going to special summon Fenrir. He's going to search for our Scareclaw Kashtira, which, by the way, is a 1-card combo. And then we can go in with the Fenrir to banish the Rimbrum. He's going to have to activate Banishment here, or else we're going to banish his Rimbrum face down, preventing it from using its other effect later in the duel. So here he summons the Albion, banishing both the Rimbrum and the Albion to summon a Predaplant Dragos Depelia. Very interesting. And then he's going to activate the Branded Lost here. Now he still hasn't activated a monster effect yet, so we're going to need him to do that. So he's actually going to chain fusion deployment, or fusion duplication, excuse me, to copy his branded fusion from the grave, chain to his Branded Lost. So he's going to search Mercurier. It's live now. Lubellion's going to activate discarding to fusion summon. Tragedy's going to activate to search the deck for a Despia card. His Aliber follow up. Lubellion's going to fuse now, shuffling back the Rimbrum and Albaz into a Mirror Jade. So now he's got some stuff, and we're in main phase 2. We used the whole battle phase and 1 Fenrir to do all that. So he's got a targeted negate, a non-targeting banish. He's also got whatever this face down card is, which we don't know. So let's see how we break that. We activate the Scareclaw Kashtira, scares him into activating the Mirror Jade. So he's going to Mirror Jade, banish our Fenrir, sending an Albion to do so. We do, in fact, special summon the Kashtira Scareclaw, and we're going to Triple Tactics Talents, take control of a monster. But the beautiful thing about Triple Tactics compared to Change of Heart for taking control, it doesn't target. So here you activate a Super Poly. I'm just going to steal whatever you summon with your monsters. Okay? So Super Poly, since there's no way you're using a Earth Psychic in your fusions, goes into a Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. We're going to take control of that, because then it will activate for me to gain attack. Now we can just go into the full combo, which goes like this. We're going to summon the Rhymeheart. He's going to negate. I don't believe it destroys. We do this for literally no reason. It's fine. Summon the Rhymeheart. He gets negated. Link this into a Lightheart. Wasn't for no reason. It was to get him in defense to draw a card. We search Reichphobia. Play the Reichphobia over the Calarium. Reichheart will then summon with 3 monsters in defense mode. We can search a card and then draw a card, drawing into a free Vsauce. Use the field spell to pop the Lubellion. She'll have Aliber negate the Starving Venom, but it's over anyway. So we Starfrost, resummon the Lightheart, go into our Baronne de Fleur. If you can't get it in one of the edge spots, you can go here in the middle. Totally fine. Baronne's going to pop the Aliber. We're going to link these 2 off and do a cross sheet pointing over here. Banish from the grave to summon our Vicious Astral Loud. Super awesome card. Wish it was better. Activate, activate. This stops them from being able to ash your cross sheet, which they can do. So we pop, resummon, and then we are linking those 2 off into an IP Masquerena. So remember, it is main phase 2. Sadly, we can't just OTK right now. And we end on... doesn't look the craziest, but we're gonna... Why didn't we... Oh yeah, because we don't have any level 2s. Oh, fair enough. So he's gonna Albion. We're actually gonna Baronne de Fleur negate. Negate! Pass it over. Now in situations like these, you can use Baronne's effect to resummon your Rhymeheart, search for a follow-up. Yeah, we don't care what you're doing. That's totally fine. Banish the Mercurier to summon, and we're going to search for a Torrid for follow-up. Mercurier's going to search for the Albion Sprouted Dragon. And now we have Baronne back in our extra deck to summon again, and an IP Masquerena, Cross Sheep, Mannadium, 4 material Apollosa that we can use. So here he's going to tribute, he's going to summon. Duosworm's going to activate the target and send, which is what we've been waiting for. IP Masquerena is going to then link with the whole field. Now he can't reset the branded fusion because he banished it with fusion duplication. Oh, and we do one even better. We link off into an underworld goddess using his Lubellion before it has a chance to activate. Oh my word. And that's going to be the end of it there. He sets 2, he passes it over. I think he's pretty cooked. 1 is a branded banishment, we know. We have the Room Heart on the field, so we can just special summon Torrid. We're gonna Underworld Goddess, try to negate, but he has the branded loss, which says they can't be negated. So it's just gonna happen anyway. Summon the Mirror Jade. Fuse with my field. Okay. Is that what happened? Let's check. So crazy. A lot going on. So, special summon. Oh, and he doesn't fuse. He chooses not to fuse is what happened. We send to the grave to summon our Visa Starfrost. He's sending an Iron Dash to banish our Vsauce. And we're going to tribute him to summon Kurikara. And now we can Arrival for our Scareclaw. Would be an extra 2600 damage. But he's going to call by that. It's totally fine. We still have 6k damage. Summon a monster from his grave in the end phase. We're going to speed up the rest of this. In the end phase, we're going to special summon the Dragostapelia for a negate. He's got the Sprint for the Fallen of Albaz. Draw. Standby. Let's see what he can do. So he's going to Tragedy, reset the Banishment. So this will be the 3rd time he's using Banishment on us. Very sick, honestly. We're going to draw into an Illusion of Chaos. This is going to search our Magician's Souls. Branded Banishment's going to go off. Resummon, probably the Mirror Jade. Yes, sir. Mirror Jade, the super badass awesome dragon. Illusion of Chaos, grab the souls. Shuffle back Illusion of Chaos. Souls will send the Debel Star to the grave from the deck to special summon. And then, since we have 3 defense mode monsters, we're going to go ahead and pop the branded loss. Oh, we have a whole thing happening right now. Oh, let's pause. Let's see. Whoa. You got Mirror Jade. You got Rakephobia activating to pop the branded lost. And then Mirror Jade's activating, sending a Rimbrum, okay, to non-target banish. Then we're going to Dragostapelia negate the Mirror Jade. And then Rimbrum, even though it was just sent, it was sent as cost, so it's activating to resummon a Fallen of Albaz, which is getting negated by the Underworld Goddess. Freaking insane. Let's see how this works out for him. So that's negated. That's negated. This is not. Pop it. Activate, draw a free card. Rhoda for no reason. Draw into a Rakeheart. Rakeheart hasn't activated. Search. Draw a card. Amazing. Best back row you could have in this deck. Twin Saw lets you tribute a Scareclaw monster to pop 2, similar to Blackout. And then we all know what Call by the Grave does. Fallen of Albaz with a Super Poly with the Kurikara into a Titaniclad. Titaniclad is now unaffected by special summon monsters, but it is not unaffected by trap cards, so we're going to pop both of them. Alibur is going to activate. Underworld Goddess is going to negate. And I guess he passed on the Mirror Jade activation. Oh, it wasn't fusion summoned. Interesting. Titaniclad, get called by. No searching for you. No Quem. No Albaz. None of it. And I do believe that's game, fam. Gets the Brandon and High Spirits back. Literally don't even know what that card does. Our turn. Jet Synchron. Summon. Go into Trisukta. Trisukta Reborn. Go into the Amratira. Amratira can search any Mannadium card. We'll grab the Calarium. Calarium grab the Rhymeheart. We could do some stuff, but that is a very good dismantling of Branded Despia for you there. Let's stomp some more meta decks. I got more for you. Okay, now we have Tearlament. So our opponent is going to search for the Fenrir. Fenrir grabbed the Tearlament's Kashtira. Sheeran's gonna send a card to the grave to mill 3, activating a Sheeran Diffuse. Lucky into the Kit Cow. Kit Cow is gonna add the Rhino Heart to the hand and send itself to the grave to special summon, activating both. Send 1 and mill 5. We got the Scream, we got the Havness. That's the full combo for these guys. Rukulos, Crime, go into a Time Thief Redoer to trigger a fusion summon. So he's got the Crime negate, the Rukulos, Time Thief to trigger a fusion, and a Kashtira Fenrir. So let's see what we can do. We have a pretty goated hand here. So in the draw phase, we Seeker, grab the Diabell Star. He's going to equip, no lie, our original Sinful Spoils, which we only play one of. Unlucky, because we have the Diabell Star to use it with. But doesn't matter. We're going to Fenrir. We're going to search the Scareclaw Kashtira. We're trying to bait out some effects here, and we're trying to keep an eye on the Rukulos negate. Rukulos can only actually negate a card or effect that includes an effect to special summon a monster. This is different than if you control no monsters, you can special summon this card. Notice there's no colon or semicolon there, and him and Diabell Star is the same way. You can special summon this card from your hand by sending one card from your hand or field to the graveyard. No colons, no second part of the effect. It's just a built-in inherent part of the effect. Now, Scareclaw Kashtira is not the same way. During the main phase quick effect, colon, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, banish a Kashtira or Scareclaw. This will start a chain and initiate a chain. Any card that initiates a chain on its summon, not on its summon, but the summon itself initiates a chain, Rukulos can negate, like the Scareclaw Kashtira or Vice's Starfrost, or any card that special summons like from the deck or the grave or anything like that. So we're going to go ahead and Rhoda the Room Heart to the hand, summon the Diabell Star, and then with the 3, we don't activate since he has the Sinful Spoils attached. And we get around the Fenrir like that. With 3 defense mode monsters, we can take out the Crime before he has a chance to negate anything. We can Room Heart, add Torrid to our hand, and he, instead of banishing the Room Heart, banishes the Fenrir, because it would then banish his Rukulos probably. We Scareclaw Kashtira by banishing the Twin Saw, which lets us special summon the Reichart, which then searches and draws into a triple tactics thrust. Now, this is important. Reichart drawing, that's amazing. But when your deck is filled with amazing cards, just super powerful, incredible, board breaking, destroy everything cards, check this out. We triple tactics thrust into the talents, and he knows. Take control of the Rukulos. We link some monsters off, bless you, and we just go absolutely nuts on him from here. There's no way he could have stopped us. But yeah, crushing Tearlament. I don't think even with Merly they could have done anything to stop us. And I got one more for you. One more. Full Metal here. It's towards the end of the video. Just wanted to say, if you're enjoying what you see today, enjoy this gameplay, you can check us out live at twitch.tv/FullMetalDigimon. Every now and then you can catch me out live here on YouTube, or you can like, comment this video, subscribe, whatever buttons you want to click to show me that someone's watching, do it, and I'll keep making videos. Let me know if you guys want to see a deck list for this deck down in the comments. If you guys are interested, I'll do a full deck profile and a breakdown of the ratios and everything. And yeah, let's just jump into the last duel. Why am I blabbing? All right. Last duel here. We're gonna max C our opponent, and they're actually gonna call by the max C. That will be relevant later. Well, let's speed it up. This is another Snake Eyes duel, since this is what you're gonna run into 99% of the time. Our opponent is going to Wanted, add a Diabell Star, summon by sending a Diabell Star original, summon out the Ash. Ash is their 1-card combo. Ash, search the Poplar, Poplar summon, search the Field Spell. Field Spell is going to set up a Flamberge in the back row. Poplar into the Linkuriboh, Poplar into the back row. Ash, send it in the Poplar to summon a Oak. Oak, resummon. Send it in the Flamberge to summon a Flamberge. Summon those two from the grave. Link into a Masquerena. Link those into a Promethean Princess. That's going to resummon the Flamberge, make an Ambler Whale, set up the IP in the back row. So what are we dealing with here? This is a pretty typical end board from these guys. You got the Flamberge resummon the IP Masquerena to link off into a Appaloosa. You got the Stormship Ambler Whale, which if we pop a link 3 or lower on the field, it will pop a card on the field. And then you have the Promethean Princess hiding, which will pop one of our monsters on summon. So how do we deal with something like this? The best card you can have against Snake Eyes, obviously, is the Feather Duster, okay? Harvey's Feather Duster to force out the Flamberge Dragon. He's going to max C us. Let's see if you guys remember. Did you remember? Ah, negated. He max C'd. He called by our max C, so now he can't max C. So we get rid of the field spell. That's going to save us 1 interruption. We activate Reichphobia. IP Masquerena is going to go ahead and link off into the Appaloosa. Alright. And Reichphobia is going to grab the Reich Heart. He's going to resummon Poplar and Ash to search 2. Totally fair. Not broken at all. Not even a little bit. Grab the Subversion. That's an interesting card that will push a monster into the back row. And then Ash is going to search follow-up. We're going to Reich Heart, get negated. Room Heart, activate. Which is also going to get negated. Spoiler alert. So, Room Heart, activate, get negated. Not a problem, we're just baiting out negates right now. So, that's all the negates with the Reichphobia. It lowers it, but now we reactivate it by trying to pop it like a dummy. Now we're going to Scareclaw Cash, get the last negate out of the Appaloosa. Beautiful. So now we can go ahead and special summon Torrid. And this is where they make the biggest mistake of their whole life. They pop the Torrid instead of the Room Heart, which is so dumb. So now he's got a Promethean. That's nice. Torrid is going to summon from the deck. And Calarium's going to resummon the Torrid. He's going to go ahead and Poplar set the Flamberge back in the back row. We're going to speed that up a second. Calarium, resummon from the grave. We're going to synchro up into our Trisukta. Trisukta then reborns a level 2 tuner. So reborn the Torrid, go into the Amartira. And Amartira is going to search for the Pirlarino since we already used the Calarium and we need a Visus Starfrost. So we're going to play Calarium. Calarium's going to grab the Visus. Visus is going to do nothing yet. We're going to Lightheart, search for Reichphobia. We already activated it, but free pluses all day. Starfrost going to pop the Meek, summon itself. Meek's going to summon from the deck. We're going to link these two up into a Dark. This is something cool you can do. Dark's going to steal the Diabell Star. Oh. So we steal your Diabell Star, set up a original Sinful Spoils. We Lightheart, resummon. We can go ahead and Sinful Spoils, send the field spell, summon the Jet Synchron, link these up into a cross sheet. We got to do something a little funky here. We got to send these into a Borreload. Yes. Summon the Dark. We're going to summon the Jet Synchron by sending the Scareclaw Cash to link these into an IP Masquerena. And then we banish from the grave to summon Vicious Astrolabe. Boom, 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 boom. Now we still have the Ambler Whale to worry about, so we need to play around not destroying the Promethean or the Linkuriboh. Alright, so we're gonna pop the Ash instead, since it's the only valid target right now. We're gonna Cross Sheep, reborn the Torrid. We're gonna synchro these in a roundabout way to get to our real boss, the Baron de Flor. And then we're going to link these into an Appaloosa. And now we can go in. We can pop the Flame Bridge in the back row. Go to swing. Link Karibo is going to get negated. And then we're going to swing in for 39.25. And swing over that for another 300. Ambler Whale is going to activate. We're going to use the Bore Load since we have 2 counters on that. And that's going to negate. Now, it's not over yet. This is still a pretty sick setup here. Oh, and the Nibiru. So we're going to Appaloosa. Go ahead and use that last negate. No problem. He's probably just going to swing over that anyway, right? So Nibiru, no good. Fizzle out. We know he has it now. Not even a problem. He's going to Subversion, try to push back our Bore Load. We're going to Bore Load negate. He's going to Original Sinful. Right now, he's trying to bait out our negate. Because if he can get a negate out of the Baron, he can Kurikara over both of them, which is what he probably should have done. But instead, he Kurikaras over the 1. He's going to Wanted, shuffle back, draw a card. Ash is going to get negated. Link Karibo does not stop that. He's going to swing in, going even with us. He has a Link Karibo on the field. And that's all. So what can we do with just Rake Phobia and Imaginings? Let's see. Rake Phobia, add. Oh, and get ashed. So that gives us literally nothing. He's going to max C. We don't have anything, so we're going to have to just pass it over. But, you know, he's gone through all of his gas. Yeah, one of those cards is a Nibiru. He sets the other card, passes it over to us. Let's see what we got. We got Calarium, huge. We activate the Calarium, grab the Room Heart. We can use Imaginings now to draw 2, shuffle 1 back. Wanted, grab our Diabell Star. We can Room Heart, grab the Meek. Summon the Black Witch. Send these off into a Sprite Elf. Elf Reborn the IP Masquerena. Nibiru. Oh, I forgot. We can Original, grab the Kurikara, shuffle that back, draw a card. We got the Room Heart for next turn. We got the Wanted. Let's see what we can do. Can he take us out? No gas, no gas. We're gonna Wanted. He's gonna Ash. That's pretty rough. Kurikara is useless against the Nibiru, though we have the Room Heart. Now, we're like out of gas, huh? This is all we have left in the extra deck? What are we gonna possibly do? Obsidian? Grab Calarium? Calarium's gonna grab Device's Starfrost. Activate, special summon, blink it off into a Light Heart. Banish from the grave, summon the Vicious Astrolabe, pop the Nibiru, go in for lethal. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we play Mannadium, okay? You don't summon a bunch of level 10s, okay? The Ice Jade monster's not really that great. Dissipator's not really that great. Chaos Angels, not really that great. We'll get SP soon. We'll get the, the other Vices Samsara. We'll get that soon. That's going to be freaking huge. And, you know, when that happens, I'll be getting it, and I'll show you how the deck works then. Other than that, that's all we got for today. Let me know down in the comments, do you want to see a deck list for this deck? Do you play Mannadium? Do you like Mannadium? And do you hate Mannadium? How would you counter this deck? Let me know in the comments. You guys have a wonderful day. Bye.